mind to that road. And all I was looking for was just to run a quick blade on it and whatnot. I know Paul came out and did part of it and then left and never came back. And when I spoke with you guys, it was pretty blunt about the, you know, Matt, you chose to live there and you know, it's not a county road, or, you know, you need to, that's your responsibility.
It's not a maintained road.
And maybe I misunderstood the difference between maintained and county. I didn't know, because when I bought the place, I was told it was a maintained road. So,
then part of, this is Scott Adler, part of it's a private too.
Part of that road is a private road?
Yeah, right on the very front end of going into that field's Skinner Ranch.
Okay, so what would be, I guess, what do I do just to keep it drivable? That's all I'm looking for, guys. I thought I was doing a good thing by just eating the cost myself, just to have it done. You know, my intent was I thought to just be helpful, not to make any headaches for anybody. I just thought I was doing a good thing. But you know what? I did choose to live here. I ate what you said.
Well, the first thing is, even if it's non-maintained road, you actually still have to get a hold of the county and let us know, because we have restrictions on what you can and can't do, and there's a policy.
Okay, I was not aware of that. Would it be okay for me to come in next Tuesday and talk to you guys more in person about what I can do and what I can't, and just work with you guys as far as just keeping that. Just keeping it drivable. That's all I'm looking for.
So Matt, hey Matt,
go ahead.
Every Tuesday at 9 o'clock, Paul is here, unless he's called away or something. But he normally is here to discuss issues like that with the public. It's on the agenda every Tuesday, okay? And you're more than welcome to come up and talk to us. I'm the one you talked to several months ago, and if you recall, I told you, we don't maintain that road. There are times it gets so bad, we in fact do go blade it, not on a regular basis, just as needed, maybe once, twice a year. And I told Paul about it. And of course, you remember that was when we had rain, monsoons on and off. And he told me at the time, well, yeah, but there's no way it's going to do him any good to go up there while it's raining, as muddy as it was. So,
agreed.
yeah, so he's been busy with flood mitigation on the other end of the county, but and that's not always the way it works. Sometimes it is, but I'd be interested to know who told you it was a maintained county road. Was it a realtor?
It was my realtor. Yeah, I'm gonna look through my documentation, because if he happened to document that with me in any way, shape, or form, me and him are going to have a separate conversation.
Well, to be honest with you, Matt, we hear that all the time. And, we're trying to run down these realtors too and get them scored away. That's just really an unfair practice, okay?
Okay.
And it's not your fault. It's not your fault. I mean, we raise hell with them if we can nail down who it was, because they got to stop doing that,
Yep, and I'm going to see if I got it documented. I'm hoping I do, because that'll help make my argument a lot easier. The tough part for me, and I'll be frank with just honest with you, I got my family up there, my 1- and 3-year-old, and I just want them to be able to get out if I'm not home and they need to get out. That's all I'm trying to accomplish is excuse me, is for them to safely get out if they have to. So
right.
That's all I'm looking for.
We understand that.
And that's another issue too. We'd be happy to talk to you about that as well. But the problem is the kid you hired doesn't have any insurance, doesn't have, he's not workman's comp covered. Hell, he doesn't even have a driver's license, and he needs to pay attention to. He can't take heavy equipment on a county road. No way, no how.
And I was giving his name as a reference, and somebody else there local, and I never even met him. I just talked to him on the phone, and talking to him on the phone,
I just talked to him, and I told him, I said, you've got responsibility here. He's going to have to knock it off. I mean, and we'll deal with him.
Well, it's going to come out. Everybody's going to be involved in it.
Yep.
Because it's a bad deal.
Okay, what, and then it is, but, for somebody that doesn't know, that somebody just calls somebody up saying that they do that and that's a business, I mean, how does that fall onto me?
Well, usually you ask them for their proof of insurance and, you know, it's just, if I went out to do a job, I've always been asked to prove that I've covered and everything. Just for the liability in case you hit there is power lines and, you know, phone lines and stuff up there.
Yep, no, I agree with all that, and hindsight being what it is, now I know I should have asked for those things, but the common guy that doesn't deal with it every day may not necessarily know to do those things, and so I apologize for my ignorance of that.
I got it, Matt, you know, just make sure that, you know, anything you're doing up there, pay attention to call, give the county road supervisor a call. He'll lead you the right way, and he'll certainly, if he's got the ability, he'll come up and help you out, okay?
Yeah, and Paul, just so you know, and that's why I've gotten a hold of you a few times. I have tried touching base with him quite a few times, and I know he's very busy, so I don't mean any fault on Paul by that means, but I have left him tons of messages just wanting to touch bases and see what I can and can't do and how we can work through this. So just so we're all aware, I have gone down that road to try to do that, guys. So I just want to make sure we're on the same page. I've explored that avenue.
I will get with him and remind him to call you back. I don't care when you call him. He can call you back, and that's one of the policies we have, that somebody leaves you a message, you know, county road people are supposed to get back with. So I apologize for that, but we'll fix that.
What's your plans now?
I don't know what my plans can be. So I don't really know what my options are. I haven't even been home to see where things were left. So I got to assess and see what things look like, and then next week I got to come down and come to the meeting at 9 o'clock to meet you. You know, I'm here to stay. I'm not going anywhere. I plan to live and die where I live now. My goal has always been to get back to Montana. So I just got to figure out how we can make this work.
Because right now there's a great big windrow of a bunch of shit he pulled up in the road, and he never even had a water truck up there, nothing. If a fire would have broke out, you'd be liable for that too.
Okay.
It's a bad deal. I mean, I don't know, I keep saying that, but we're gonna have to probably hire a contractor to go up and fix it, because we don't have time to get to it right this week. And otherwise, we'll have to shut your road off due to liability and somebody wrecking up there.
Okay, well, I don't know what my options are here. I'm looking for suggestions as far as my options. I live up there, so I'm hoping I can either, I gotta go in the back way through the Gens exit, I don't know, but.
Well, I'm just saying about other people that are gonna try to travel through there.
Well, yeah, other people don't give too mind to that road anyhow.
I know, but now it's got a big old windrow down the middle of it.
Okay.
And he filled the rancher's cattle guard, so the rancher's not happy with us, you know, and he's gonna have cattle walking over it. So
Skinner's does?
Skinner's does, yeah. And he's
Well,
not, so we're working with the county road supervisor to sort this thing out, so just stay in touch with us. Come up, we'd like to meet you, and
okay.
We'll, take a deep breath, we'll see,
Like I said,
we'll figure this out.
I thought I was doing a good thing by helping out, just to pay for this out of my own pocket, even though it's a good chunk of change. I thought I was just trying to help. End of the day, I wasn't trying to cause any issues for anybody. So
we gotta appreciate this situation, but it's a little different out here in rural Montana. Okay.
Well, yeah.
But we gotta work. We'll work together with you. Like I said, Commissioner Adder was just talking about how we're gonna get that cleaned up. We're not sure, but we'll talk to Paul and we'll figure it out here. Okay?
I guess when you come in, bring whatever you got from the contractor, so we can kind of figure out what's what there to.
I don't have any documentation with anybody.
All right.
Well, just see you next week, and you just keep your chin up. We'll work with you.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I appreciate you taking my call. Thanks for your time.
Thank you for the call, Matt.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it.
Bye.
You bet. Yeah, it's tough. You try to take care of yourself and.
Well, he did call. I think I told you guys I was at Great Falls. Remember I talked about it, and then I told Paul. And I wish now, Paul, we got to talk to him about calling people back. God, even if he can't help them, he's got to call them back. You know what I mean? God dang it.
do that the last few
Yes, you
times.
have.
But it still comes down to that the guy can't eat. I don't care. He's making up all these excuses, and I'm just like,
Well, you can live with the mess for a few days and we'll see what
Well, we
happens.
don't have no choice. We don't have nothing around
We don't
to
have
fix it.
any way to get there.
We might have to run the backhoe up and clean the cattle guard out, though, so the cows won't get out, because them things in Skinner's are special, whatever, and if another.
Special eds? Yep, they are.
So, I don't know, I've talked to Paul on that. It is. I just tried calling him. Maybe he'll answer you.
Well, I was gonna see if Skinner. I got Skinner's. I remember when the hell that was. About 10 o'clock. wasn't it?
Guess I'm the asshole today.
Sorry, got the wrong number. Okay.
Oh.
Hey, this is Slaughter, how you doing? Good. Well, I guess old Tag made a mess on that road. We got him shut down, and he's got some problems. Just talked to the landowner up there that hired him. I don't know. He hired him sight unseen. He didn't know what that keeps getting into. So is your cattle guard full, you said? Sure, he filled it. Well, we just don't want a cow to walk out across. Well, I just want. Okay. Well, we'll see if we can get her fixed. Paul's working on. He doesn't have any equipment there right now. They're on the other end of the county, but they'll see what they can do to get it cleaned up, and we'll get your cattle guard cleaned out here when we can. Okay. Okay. And no, it isn't. We know that. Part of it is private road. We told him that. We said, you know, on top, and it's an unmaintained county road, which some idiot realtor told him if you move up there, well, by God, you buy this place, the county maintains the road, which is a frickin' lie, and they do it all the time. So we're trying to nail down those guys, but you know how they are. They're realtors. But, yeah, no, we told him some of that's private road, man. You can't be just out there dragging stuff around.
Damn kid.
Hey.
Well, the landowner in the county, because some of it is county. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. Well, his name is Matt Young, okay? And he's got a couple kids up there, and he's worried about his wife getting out when she had to. He called earlier when it was monsoon, you know? It was just, the road was just, and we said, well, you know, we may be able to get up there a couple times a year, but we said, geez, right now, we can't do anything. It's just soup, you know, can't do anything with it. Yeah, well, he's aware of that. Commissioner Adler told him that, so. I just wanted to touch bases back, but he doesn't know who the complainant is, okay? It's me. It's me. All right. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you called. No. No, hell no, they don't have insurance, they don't have anything. I mean, it's, don't even have a driver's license, you're right. Yeah. Not, that's what we're thinking. Yeah, we'll tell them that, they can go out and fix things or something. Well, listen, thanks for the call, stay in touch, we'll kind of figure it out, okay? And, but I appreciate it. Bye. Bye. Yeah. He said, yeah, you need to know that it isn't all county road. Okay, this is the time set for public comment on matters.
No, we got one more thing.
Oh, I'm sorry,
before
just
that.
before that. Nomination of the county bridge at Bearmouth for off-system bridge project funding through Montana Department of Transportation.
I move to nominate the bridge number 03110 1M Northeast Bearmouth across the Clark Fork River 002. The deck rating is a 4, which is serious deck deterioration. And the state, this is an off-system bridge, and the state will take care of everything if it comes up as a project that they can handle. And there is no funding from the county, but it might take a couple of years to before they can get it programmed.
But that thing is probably really easy,
What
Yep.
is, do we have, Great West just going around checking all the bridges? Are we paying them to do that?
huh? In other words, how did they find that bridge?
Yeah.
I think all he did was look at the, he didn't go out in the field and look at it. He sent us some pictures, and the flanges on those both T's are
Who,
bad shape.
who gave them permission? I'm just, cause I know we'll get a bill.
I think we asked if there were any bridges, when this Wahlberg Bridge came up, we asked if there was any other, and he was gonna look at he's got all of our bridge inspections in his office, and he was going through the pictures and stuff, and came up with this this Bearmouth Bridge.
This is a bridge that you might think about before we get too excited, that MRL uses Big Bunch.
Oh, sure, yes.
Well, but I mean, if DOT is gonna pay for it
Oh, yeah.
and put it in their office, why would we apply so we had our chip?
At least just had it in a system,
Yeah.
yeah. That's all I
Is
was.
that all we have to do, Mike?
Yeah, I think we just have to request Great West to
Put it in
do
the
the
system?
application.
Put the
The
application,
nomination.
or nominate, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, I just wanted to figure out.
Sure. Do you want to?
I mean, it just popped up in the system, and so it's.
Yeah. Do they keep an inventory and look at our stuff all the time or something?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
and they get, when the state inspects them, they get that information.
So you think the state would inspect that? Oh,
Well, the state-
okay.
Yeah, the state has to inspect every off-system bridge every 2 years.
Okay. That was a good question, I was wondering how they found that. All right, is that a second?
Yeah.
Okay, any further discussion about entering the bridge and the off-system bridge system for repair? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Tis done. Okay, now is the time for, public comment matters within the jurisdiction of the county commission. Commissioner Adler, do you want to be excused?
I'm waiting on the
Are you waiting? Good. Do you have any comments?
Yeah, that deal with Chuck House, did you just get that from Blaine? I just got a text, man. Do you guys need me to do anything with Chuck House? Want me to send him a letter or wait? Well, there ain't no waiting about it. Let's just send him letters. Not a
Yeah.
problem. It's
Send him
his.
Yeah, it's his problem.
It's his deal. They're the ones
Yeah,
that do it.
he called me on the phone and I said, send us a copy of the bill so we know what's going on.
Okay.
No,
He didn't call for a locate?
No,
That's,
that ain't our deal.
that's his problem then, isn't it?
He put the post, they gave him the post, but that don't matter. He's the one that did it, we didn't do it.
So it's his deal.
Yes. He can work, yeah. I think, yeah, the one with the trolls, those women that came across, they should,
Yep.
he's looking at it, he looks a
I
little
know. So are we done with that issue?
We need to tell Blaine, go ahead and send him a letter, do we have?
Send him a letter.
I did not get that email yet.
It come through on this, on a
Oh,
text.
what text, okay.
Yeah.
So Mike, are you understand what we want you to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Other comments?
Well, you might want to get the county attorney down here for what I have to say, but it's up
Or
to
you can go get him,
why should I go get him?
cause you just told us we might want him.
Well,
Okay, let's not, he's busy. What can we do for you there?
well, on April 10th, you had me removed from the meeting for disrupting the meeting. In my opinion, you were the one that disrupted the meeting, and you didn't provide the public with the opportunity to know and participate in the meeting. So the sheriff came over here and at your request, and he removed me from the meeting, and he was going to do an investigation. I was taken over the sheriff's department and read my rights and gave a statement over there. He said that he was going to have an investigation of that thing, and from what I understand, he was going to come back and talk to you. I've never found out what the results of those investigation was. I went back to him a couple days after that, and then I also came into the meeting here and asked what the status was on that, whether I was actually charged with the crime or what the situation was.
Yeah, he did. And I told you, Dick, that's not up to us. That's up to the criminal justice. You know, I filed a complaint. He came back and talked to us, just like you said. I went over after the meeting was over and filed a criminal complaint. He referred it to the county attorney. I don't know how much investigation he did, Dick. I don't know.
Well, the county attorney recused himself because he was there at the
And
meeting.
you got a letter from a...
I didn't get a letter from anybody.
Well, I was told from the county attorney that he submitted it to another person to do the prosecution.
It was Susan Callahan.
Yeah, yeah, and she was supposed to send you a letter, but at least that's what I was told.
That's what I was told. I went back again a month later or so
You didn't get a letter, huh?
to Scott Dunkerson. He called her, and I talked to her, and she said that there wasn't sufficient evidence in order to pursue the case. And she said that she was going to send a letter, but I never received it. To my knowledge, Scott Dunkerson hasn't received anything. To my knowledge, the county attorney hasn't received anything. And to my knowledge, I'm still being accused of disrupting the meeting. And I want that changed, and I want it changed.
You can take that up with the county attorney.
Why don't you have him here?
Well, you can go see the county attorney on your own. This is business that has to do with our jurisdiction. We don't have jurisdiction over this.
What do you mean it's your district and some other district? It's all because you accused me of disrupting the meeting.
I'm a complainant, so you're not the person you want to talk to. You want to talk to Susan Callahan. Now, I was told that Susan Callahan was going to write you a letter, and in that letter it was going to say, they said, do you want to pursue this? And I said, is there another way to handle it? And they said, yes. Susan will send you a letter and say that if you continue to do this, they're not only going to prosecute you for the new time that it happens, but for the time that happened before. That's what they told me. So now you know all I know. But you don't want to take this up with me. I am a complainant. You want to take it up with the county attorney, who is the part of the justice part of county government, or the policy-making part of government. We don't, and it says here, your time is public comment on matters within the commissioner's jurisdiction. We don't have jurisdiction over criminal matters, Dick, you know that. So
Why is it
need to
because you
take
filed the charges against me?
I filed the charge because I had cause and I wanted to maintain order, and I have a responsibility to the public and to the other commissioners to maintain order. I mean, you got way off the point. I tried to warn you 2 or 3 times.
No, I think you were way off the
whatever.
point.
We're not gonna
We
try
have
it.
your assertion of what the law should
We're
be.
not going to try it right here, Dick. So go ahead. What are your other comments?
What are my other comments? I'm not done with this one yet.
Well, you're done as
So-
far as
so
I'm
you're-
concerned, because I
huh?
can't help you.
Well, then if I file a counter charge against
Go
you,
for it.
that'll be really
Get
good.
right on it. Hire an attorney and get right with it.
I don't intend to hire an attorney.
Well, whatever you have to do. I mean, I'm just saying.
Okay, well, if that's gonna be your procedure in these things here, I think you're violating my right to open meeting laws, and it's official misconduct. I think you should be removed from office for that kind of thing.
Jesus.
What
You
is
take
so,
whatever you want, Dick. That's
what's so funny about that?
You're just,
You don't seem to take official misconduct very seriously, do you? You don't seem to take open meeting laws very seriously either. We have, every time there's a question of open meeting laws, you have your own assertion of what the law is, and that's what
Actually,
everybody...
Dick, we listen to the county attorney.
Huh?
We listen to the county attorney advises, we do what he recommends. We've never gone against his recommendations on that.
you're right.
Yeah. Listen, I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be unkind to you. I mean, this is your time to make comment. Fine. I mean, that's good.
Okay, have you ever heard back from the county attorney as to what his response was from the state attorney general's office concerning open meeting laws?
Just what he told you, that he
Yeah.
was staying to what he thought.
He didn't give me anything. He just asserted that this was the law. He didn't give me anything from the
But I think what he said was, correct me if I'm wrong, he made a request to the attorney general regarding like draft minutes and all those things, right? And he didn't get a response back. And he said to you the other day, until I do, Dick, I'm going to continue to give the county commission the same advice that no, we don't have to give up draft minutes.
So
Isn't that what he said?
it's been almost 8 months now
We're
since this
changing the
thing.
subject. Isn't that what he said? Is that or not?
I'm not changing the subject. What are you saying? I'm changing the subject. Why are you putting words in my
I'm
mouth?
just saying.
I didn't say
You're just
anything.
changing the subject.
Huh?
You're changing the subject.
What was the
Isn't that
subject? What are we
I asked
supposed?
what the county attorney said, and I told you, my recollection is that.
Why wasn't I advised of what the hell?
He was telling.
He advised me verbally. Why
Yeah.
didn't he advise me in
I don't know, I'll have to
writing?
take that up with him, but yes, I heard him advise you verbally, yes. And
Okay.
that's what I was trying to relate to you.
So, which laws are you going to comply with as far as open meeting laws are concerned? You're going to go on the basis of your assertion,
No.
county attorney's assertion,
County attorneys.
or
County attorneys.
okay?
He advises, that's what we pay him to do. That's what I said, is to advise the county commission. That's what he is.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I think you consistently violate the open meeting laws, and I guess trying to get anything done through you is just almost impossible. I don't think the public should have to listen to whatever your assertion is of the open meeting laws. So I see what I have to do. I will do that, and I appreciate your time on this.
Okay, thanks, Dick.
Thanks, Dick.
correspondence we need to mention?
No, I don't think so.
I'm not sure what we're supposed to do with those, except Paul gets.
I think, yes, he got them,
He, yeah, he
and
said
we'll
he
just
did.
stick them, I just printed you guys out of
I got kind of picky on it.
Yeah,
Well-
and this is Payne West, you know, this isn't Department of Labor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what they said.
But